Okay, one card please. Let's see. General. Misunderstanding. Okay, misinformation, ineffective communication. I'm hearing that you're someone you're connected into that you've had a misunderstanding with, or you're not talking to, would almost like to come back in and say, A, they didn't mean it, but almost that you misunderstood it. But I don't feel you're going to fall for that one today. I feel that you caught them out good and proper. I'm not saying that you wouldn't, have a reconciliation or possibly a second chance, but I feel that there's a gap here, right? This is what I'm hearing. There's a gap between them saying that, oh, it was just a joke, or oh, I didn't mean it, or oh, it wasn't like that. And then on this hand, you've got, well, I've seen this, and this. And there's a bit of a chasm going on here. So I'm going to have a look today at what's going on where they are now, what they think of you, but more so, is this genuine? Is this, what are the challenges? That's what I'm trying to say. What are the challenges that need to be overcome for you to believe this person again? Because I don't think you believe this. Okay, I really don't think you believe it. Because, like I say, evidence on one hand and this is sort of excuse on the other. So let's see what's going on with them. All right, let's have a little looky. Anyway, I hope you're well. I hope you're okay. That's the main thing, that you're okay. All right, remember that. If you're okay, that's good. And just while I'm shuffling, if you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. The links are in the description box, okay? And also check out the free relationship report. It's all on the website. Just go to the description box. And thank you for your comments and your support. It's really, really kind of you. And I'm just giving you a big hug, because this message, I don't know, even without the tarot, I've just got these, like, I can just hear all these things. I just heard a word, like bull and the rest of it, I better not say that on here. I'm never too sure what gets cut out and what doesn't. Right, let's have a look. What's going on in this person's environment now that they've decided to tell you it was all a misunderstanding? I didn't mean it. Right, okay, 2 of Wands. So wherever they are, whatever they're doing, they're looking at leaving, or they're restless. The 2 of Wands is where you've kind of got one foot where you're comfortable, okay, but you're looking out. You're looking out for something new. It's quite often an energy of somebody who is really good at the beginning of a relationship, the Ace of Wands, and they're really passionate. Oh my God, I really love you. And then they just get restless, or they get bored, or, they're looking for the next bright, shiny object. So within your person's environment, they're restless, they're not settled, they're not doing a lot. I think they're paralysed a little bit. I think they want to do something, but they're fearful. They're fearful almost of making that move. There's definitely boredom. Is your person a fire sign? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus? Venus, Venus is important. Look at that in your person's chart. That's their kind of love language, okay? They're bored, all right? But they're very indecisive. Yeah, just having a look at this Chariot in the reverse. Stuck. You just think of that, they're just stuck, they're spinning their wheels. They feel powerless, really. There's some powerlessness that's going on. What's all that about, please? Why are they powerless? Why can't they move forward? They've got a lack of control of their own environment. Is there somebody else controlling them? What's going on? Is someone else controlling them? There's somebody else that they're not in agreement with, okay? Your person's backed into a corner. That's why they're feeling restricted. So there are people surrounding your person, whoever they may be, who are supportive of them and who, you know, liked them, cheered them on, etc., etc. But now they're almost fighting. There's a lot of arguing. Okay, there's a lot of territorial stuff going on here. Why territorial? Aggression. There's a lot of aggression. Okay, anything else for the environment, please? Yeah, your person's biting their tongue on a lot of stuff. I feel somebody else could have sussed out that your person's about to take flight again, and there are other people who are trying to block this move. Your person's bored, you know, generality, bored, you know, don't want to do this anymore, I want to move, okay? But they can't move because they're blocked, and I feel that there's other people that are trying to persuade them not to go. So yeah, this is a mess. Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse though. A lot of lies. A lot of lies. Your person's got no clarity. They're paralysed by fear, a fear of change. They're fearful to move even though they want to. And there's other people that have got them backed into a little corner, okay? Also, I feel in your ex's energy that because they lied to you and they didn't tell you the truth, and they were very wishy-washy, very in and out, and they really did betray you, they're not sure if you want to talk to them. And I felt that right at the beginning of this, that they made out that it's almost like they gaslit you. You know, there's nothing worse than that, is there, when you've got the information there and it's there in black and white, and even, you know, when it's even you can't pretend that you've not seen it, and then somebody is like, I didn't say that, I haven't done that. That is really messy, okay? Right, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen here, to be honest, I can't lie, it's a real mess. Family, there's family involved here. Memories, they're reminiscing about the family life you had. Did you have children together, stepchildren, or you were part of each other's families? But they're reminiscing about family. Okay, I'm hearing that on your side, that there are people who might be a little bit concerned if this person came back into your life, okay? They've realised that you are very, very important to them. They're hoping that you would speak to them again, but they know they've shattered you and broken you, okay? They know they've lied, you know, this person knows they've lied. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be. I'm not convinced. I'm still not convinced. I don't know how to handle my emotions right now. No, it's because they're shoved up against the wall. You know, figuratively speaking, they don't know which way to move. They might not have the funds to move, but they're very, very restricted. But they're saying that, you know, they think you've got a soul connection. I don't know, sometimes people pull that card though. I don't mean the card, I mean they say that, you know, when they've gaslit you and then they've gone into another situation, and then because they're the one at fault, they haven't done the work, and then they get bored of that and then they want to come back. I'm just going to use this deck. What's this? Yeah, I think they'd like to say, can we spend some time together? But I'm just hearing they're only any good in the honeymoon phase. Okay, that going back to when I said that, you know, they're passionate about a new relationship, like the Ace of Wands. It's all new, it's all shiny. You know, the early stages, they call it the honeymoon period, don't you? And that's what this card is. That they're just, once When the going gets tough, they've gone, okay? Pay attention to the red flags. There we go, yeah. I need say no more. I don't feel this is a good energy. I don't feel that it is. I feel they're still in the energy that they used when they left you, or when they told you that, oh, it's only a misunderstanding, I didn't do anything wrong, blah, 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 blah. I don't feel that they've changed. Okay, yeah, they want a reconciliation. Someone from your past is coming in. Okay, let's see what you should do. What should you do? Let's get some advice, please. There we go. 8 of Cups. Walk away. You've done your time, I'm hearing, with this. It was painful. It's been an uphill struggle, okay? You know, that symbol there, you didn't know what the hell to do when this ended. You were left floundering around, picking up the pieces of your life. You could have had to have moved, okay? It's been painful. You've had to go to the depths of horror. This is where, you know, you can't get out of bed your whole day. Your whole life falls apart. It causes anxiety, mental health problems, okay? But you've picked that up. You're being what to do. You're being asked to continue the path you're on. You deserve love that is healthy. You deserve someone who is emotionally healed. You deserve somebody who protects you, who prioritizes you. Okay, you are worthy of that. Now, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, if this person was hot and cold, that can sometimes mean like a reinforcement. So they're nice one day, and then the next day they put you down, and then the whole brain toxic reinforcement cycle starts, okay? You've had to pick that up, but keep walking. Okay, keep walking. I felt at the beginning, and this is this card out of all the deck couldn't be more clear. I felt at the beginning that this person is going to come back in, they're going to be enthusiastic, but you've got a possibility of ending up in the same thing. Now you can, I'm going to throw it in here, you can. I believe we create our reality with our thoughts, okay? And, you know, people can say, well, you can just manifest a different version in. Yeah, you can do that. But everybody's situation is different. And if you've been in a toxic relationship, this is just my beliefs based on life experience, and you've been in that and you've had to haul yourself out of the biggest hole that was ever dug. And you've had the sleepless nights, the panic attacks, and all that goes with it because you've been gaslit. The best thing to do, first off, is to just go really hard on your own self-concept. Because what happens, I promise you, you will bring this person back in. You're probably doing that. You'll get the ex back. But on a few occasions, people don't want the ex, but you'll bring somebody else in who reflects that energy that you're now putting out, okay? That you're now putting out. What's this ex going to do, please? What's this ex going to do? They're going to try the luck, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, they are. You know, they're going to try their luck, right? I'm going to take that Emperor and I can see this Fool. And what I'm hearing is they're going to come in, okay, for another round. But the Wheel of Fortune can also mean that the cycle just repeats itself. Can be a classic card of somebody who is up and then they're down, they're in and they're out, okay? Now the Fool means they want a fresh start with you, new beginning, but it can mean somebody who is just not a fool, but they don't take anything seriously, going back to that energy of them, bright shiny object, the honeymoon phase. Yeah, it's all great, we're going on dates, we're going on holidays, you know, we're not all entangled in what real life's about. It's fun, it's fun, it's fun. But then I see them going back into the Emperor energy. My way or the highway, controlling, dogmatic, rigid, okay? I'm top dog. So coming in, happy-go-lucky, let's give it another go, this connection's fated, all of that, you know, blah, 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 blah. Good fun, let's take a chance, let's forget the past, because they don't want, and the Fool also is an energy of somebody who really doesn't want you to remember what happened, okay? But in the future, they're going to revert back to type, okay? So if this is your message, that is the energy. But remember, these are energy readings. Now, the energy I'm channeling is because it already exists, okay? You probably know this anyway. And I feel that you are keeping on walking, and you will meet somebody who is emotionally mature, okay? You're not here to heal people. You're not here to lift people up. After this, your new person is going to be somebody who can meet you at where you're at now, all right? Because you're worthy of it. You're absolutely so worthy of it. You are a blessing. You are a fractal of source. You are amazing, okay? You are absolutely amazing. You're on the pedestal. You're all there is. You're high value. You're high class. You're magnetic. You're all of those things, okay? I just hope don't settle. Don't settle. And it's easy to settle. We've all done it. You know, if we're all honest with each other. Because we've all got our own wounds and bits that we've, haven't dealt with, or things that have happened. But this time for you, keep walking. Keep walking, okay? Because you walk into the 9 of Cups, which is your wish fulfilled. Hang on to those dreams, because they will come true. They're already here. You're just tuning into them, all right? Just believe. You don't have to believe. Just tell yourself, all right? And don't let that horrible voice in your head tell you otherwise, especially with all of this here, okay? You're amazing, you're wonderful, and just always be you. Always. Don't change for no one, okay? I love you, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.